Humidor chapter. Get ready. Humidor chapter. Sports. Humidor chapter. Cigars. Humidor chapter. Get ready. Humidor chapter. Get ready. Humidor chapter.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, Mr. SmokeFella. I'm back in the house, man. I know I've been out a couple of times during the last shows, but my boys, they held it down for me, and I'm back. Yes, baby. As I say, I'm back. So, man, before I bring out the guys, I did want to kind of show some love to our very own Angry Man, Sly Dog. Um, his father passed away, so he's not with us today. So we make sure when you see him, show him some love, send some prayers up for him. I also wanted to send some shout out prayers to my sister, the Leaf, D, D baby. You know, she's dealing with a situation right now with her, with one of her parents. So we want to show some love to her. So man, put them prayers out there. Um, on that note, I'm gonna bring in my guys. You know, usually he's off somewhere. You know, St. Louis, Arizona, Vegas. Who knows where this guy is? As Lefty say, where's Kevin? KDL 33. What's up?
What is happening, good people? What is happening? What is happening? How y'all doing? I'm actually in Chicago this week. Uh, Prayers up to our people, man. Much love. Prayers up. Uh, I'm in Chicago, man. I'm ready to get it. But I'm representing Kansas City today, if y'all can see this. All my KC people, you know I take it back, baby. Yes, sir.
I see you out there, Kevo. I see
Let's
you
get it.
out there. KC, KC bound, KC bound.
KC, baby. Where it
Now
all started.
it's 5 o'clock somewhere for this guy. No matter what day of the week it is, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, don't matter. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. We was backstage. He already said he had a little bit of coffee in his bourbon. You get that? A little bit of coffee in his bourbon. My man, Lucky Left.
Good morning. You're absolutely right. It was a long night, but it's even going to be a longer day. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and a broke clock is right twice a day. Just what it is, baby.
Well,
Hey, shout
let's
out,
be
man.
honest.
Hey, prayers to Sly, man. You know, Sly Vesta and his family. You know, big sis D. Oh, and I got Jeff, man. You know, he lost
Yeah,
his wife, man. My man Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff,
Prayers
Jeff,
out.
Jeff. Much
Put some
prayers,
smoke
bro.
in there for you, man. Much prayers to you, brother.
yeah, that, hey, one smoke, one love, as we always say, for our brothers and sisters of the leaf, man. So, send up them prayers, you know, uh, for everybody that we just mentioned, and just for people in general, man, because you never know what somebody's going through, because some people, they deal with things in silence. So just put prayers up for everybody. Um, on that note, the Smoke Fellas resident DJ. Pains me to say it, but he is also the Smokes Fellas fantasy football reigning champ, which he will be dethroned this year. Um, and he called himself the Tribal Chief, DJ DY Nemesis. What's up, man?
Yo, top of the morning, everybody. Um, Definitely want to send a shout out to all of our loved ones out there, man. Keeping the prayers up, keeping you lifted up in prayer. And that's been alluded to. I am your tribal chief, You're a reigning champion, the one who holds all the gold. The what else can I say? I could keep going on and on, but we only got 2 hours today, so I guess we'll get into the sports.
Man, you like Jericho on one of them Lifetime shows that he be playing on.
Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho,
Damn.
AEW.
He, he on. I think I saw a commercial. He's on some show called Heartland as a country cowboy singer.
Oh
Man, get out.
yeah. Jericho get his money out here, baby.
You would be the one to be able to quote a Lifetime movie, sissy.
Wow.
Chris Jericho.
Okay. On that note, man, hey, while I was out, I, you guys wasn't agreeing with me when we was going back and forth in our little group, but I got into it with Angry Man about this. I just couldn't let it go, so I'm starting to show off with it. I mean, even my man Michael Cooper
You got
had a
into it with
problem
Sly?
with this, man.
Not Sly. Not Sly. Sly don't
Yeah,
get
I
into
got
it with
into it with
nobody.
Sly. Yeah, I know. He's so peaceful, right?
All right, he's such a peaceful guy.
Never, as he says,
Like,
never.
right.
So, many of y'all, if you don't know, during the preseason game, LeBron James came out the game. What did it say? Midway through the third, he went, showered, came back, and he had snacks, dinner, whatever you want to call it, on the bench while the game was played. Michael Cooper took strong exception to this, and so did I. Respect the game, man. If you're gonna be on the bench, you chill on your players, you sit there in your uniform, and you, as being an elder statesman, you sit back and you coach the younger kids, and you help them and things that you might see. You don't go to the locker room, you come back and have a whole meal sitting on the bench, not even concerned. I don't care if it's preseason, I don't care if it was AAU, I don't care what it is. Respect the game. But man, this right here came from Twitter, and I went in and actually looked at the comments, man. And I mean, all these youngsters. Oh, get it. Everybody want to be on LeBron. Who is Michael Cooper anyway? I mean, you see all of this. The man wanted to eat. It's okay.
The Lakers
It's
legend,
not
baby.
okay, man. It's not okay. And I mean, we can put this in the box, whatever. Because Lefty, I know you're a LeBron fan. KDL, you a Laker fan. So DY, I hope you coming real with this because I really think that sorry, it's early morning, but I really think this is fucked up. But I'll let you start, Mr. Lefty, since you are a LeBronite.
I don't know how I feel about that, but okay.
a
No, I'm a,
little dig,
hey,
just a little
no,
dig.
man. Hey, look, I'm everybody know I'm poor for LeBron, one of my favorites. Unprofessional. I will say that. Very unprofessional. I was surprised, and if that ain't no whole damn meal, look like a little chicken pot pie, but whatever, But very,
LeBron ain't
like
eating no chicken pot
Uh,
pies, bro.
it looked
It
like a
was, it
little
was a
chicken
whole
pot pie. It
TV
was,
gourmet TV dinner.
right, a banquet dinner or whatever it was.
That had lobster, probably had lobster, scallops,
The
and
fact
shrimp in there.
that wasn't no salad.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right.
But it's, I'm unprofessional. Etiquette. And I get it. He has earned the right as an elder statesman of the game, and all the accolades he holds. He gets a little leeway, but don't take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Even I'll go as far as even going and changing, even though it's a preseason game. Like, unless you didn't suit up at all to play, why go change into your civilian clothes? Just stay in uniform till the game is over. So I agree with you on this one. That was hard to say. I almost threw up, but I agree with you. I agree with you. It was very. I'm not mad about it. Like, some people are actually upset about it, but it was unprofessional. And like I said, I get it. He gets a pass. He's the OG. All that, but
Lefty.
It wasn't a good look. It's not a good look.
Lefty. If that had been Westbrook, AD, or James Harden, it would have went. The deck would have went up.
Well, if it was James Harden, he wouldn't have been there. But we'll
Right.
get into
No,
If it was
facts.
James Harden, it'd
But
have been a picture at his crib.
right. Or from the
but
strip club.
I'm just saying, man. He is going. What LeBron does is set a precedence, right? He had earned it. He sets a precedence. So now these younger players think that's okay.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
you'll see it popping up all over.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, even to go change clothes in the middle of even though it's a preseason game, it was unnecessary to do. You know what I mean?
Well, KD did that the other night though, so I ain't tripping on that part.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not cool for anybody to do it. To me, I get it.
Unless you got hurt, you got taken out the game.
Yeah.
Now
And
you're in the locker room, but you want to come out and support.
Right, he could have ate in the locker room too, man. He had to come out.
Ate in the locker room and came back out.
Right.
Kevin.
So I'm old school. I was taught better. Like,
you're a locker room guy. Remember this.
I'm a locker room guy. And I was taught different in the game, man. We wouldn't have been able to do that, number one. Like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Like, when you're coming out the locker room. So that wouldn't have happened. It's a bad look. Like, I wasn't in my basketball days, we weren't raised like that. You don't eat on the damn bench. Like, we don't do that. Like, you don't, like, and even when he showered, like, I don't trip off him showering and changing and coming on the game. It's like I said, when the Lakers played the Suns 2 nights ago, KD did the same thing. KD ran off 21 in the first half, showered, and came back and sat on the bench, and that's the Booker.
But who did he do it after?
I really don't. Right, but LeBron had did it 2 days ago. LeBron had did it 2 days ago. So I don't trip on that per se. I don't trip on that per se, but you can't eat on the bench, dog. Like, if he a diabetic and he got to eat a sandwich, he got to put food in him. I get that because I've seen that done before.
Kyrie was eating.
I don't trip on it. No, some guys got to put food. Like, I've seen that before. I've literally seen that before. Like a quick little sandwich. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
But this dude had a whole meal. He had a whole, like, a TV dinner, gourmet, like you said, being like, come on, man.
Come on, man. It was a Marie. Marie.
Because if one of them rookies would have tried it, then they'd have been
I want to know, did he bring it out the locker room with him, or did the waiter come serve him?
I think he brought it out because I didn't see nobody drop it off. I saw it live. First of all, I saw it live.
I was like, what is he doing?
Right. I had the same reaction. Like, is this dude eating? What are we doing? Man, that was my first reaction. Like, what is he doing? And he was sitting there like chilling, like
yucking it up.
Eating. It wasn't no quick bite of a sandwich or nothing. This dude was eating.
Right.
So Darvin Ham, right, to set a precedence for the young guys, like, come on, Brian. Come on, man. You can't do that, man. Don't do that, man. And what he should have made him do, like, hey, y'all, that was a little unprofessional of me. That ain't how we do in the league. We professionals. Like, he should have made him say that in the locker room after the game to let the young guys know we can't just do anything we want here. We're professionals. That's what should have happened. Probably didn't. But that's what should have happened.
Somebody should have woke Adam Silver up, and he should have made a call.
Well, you can't find him. What you gonna do? Find him?
That's a team.
Right, that's a team thing. Adam Silver can't step in on that.
What I'm saying is, he should have made a call like, "This is what y'all doing in LA. Fix it."
That's on Darvin Ham to address it, though.
It is.
No, and I'm sure that is what happened. Look, trust me. The next morning, every team in the league got a memo from Silver's office letting them know that there will no longer be any food allowed on the sidelines unless it's a medical emergency of any NBA game going forward, future, past, or present. Trust and believe that memo came out soon as after Silver seen that. And yeah, it is very unprofessional, for LeBron. But I wish he'd have done it in Chicago because he could have had him a gym shoe. He could have had a real meal. Fries with mild sauce.
Not a gym suit.
Come on, man. Not a gym shoe, man.
With fries with mild sauce on the fries?
Then he'd have been in the toilet by
that lean cuisine he was eating, that ain't shit.
He'd have been like, Coach, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Come to Chicago.
He'd have been in that toilet.
Right.
Come get you a real motherfucking sideline meat.
Some put some meat on your bones. Stick to your ribs. As grandma say, let it stick to your ribs.
Stick to your ribs.
Won't be hungry. Won't be hungry for the rest of the day.
I'm visualizing this grown man licking mild sauce off his fingers. Just got the sideline smelling like 79th Street.
Yeah.
But bro, I'm telling y'all, real talk.
What's up?
If you're a diabetic and you like an insulin taker and stuff like that,
right,
and your sugar drop, they put us that like I've seen this live, seriously. They give you like a little like a ham and cheese sandwich or something like that, just to put in your system to raise your like I've seen that before. But like you said, DY, that's medical. This dude was like, I'm done. I'm a little hungry. So that had to be prepared, bro. Either he done brought it with him and warmed it up in the microwave. Like, I don't know what happened, bro. But that ain't no, man, go upstairs, give me a meal and bring it down. You know, that, bro, he came out the locker room with a meal, man. They was just chilling.
Damn, Chico.
And the reaction wasn't like, hey, man, what you doing, bro? Like, everybody was like, okay, that's LeBron.
He the OG. He the OG.
That's what it was. That's exactly how it was.
Hey, Sheikah, on your way to the your dig tonight, stop and get me one. Bring us all gym shoes, man. I got you. On me.
Hey, Sheikah, no onions.
They do got 3 bathrooms in there, so you be straight.
Right.
Just take a match in there with you. Take your sit down.
Speaking of Adam Silver, man, you know, he was on First Take with Stephen A. And he was talking about NBA trade demands by these players and say that's a bad thing. He say what we don't want to happen is they want to make sure that all players honor their contracts. So you know who he was speaking to. You know who he's speaking to.
You got to bring that up, huh?
So let's go. James Harden. You can give him any middle name you want. You can give him all type of middle names you want. But
no big game, James.
Right.
He got big game in the strip club down in Houston.
Strip club James, fashionista in Paris James. I mean, you can go on for days with him.
Gyro Harden.
Nah.
Trillburger Harden.
Some gym shoes shipped in to him. Before
he down there in Trillburger right now. Philly out here playing the game. He down there at Trillburger.
So, Katie, I'm going to let you.
I told you we was going to go here today, so let's go. Look, man. Look. I'm sick of this dude, man. I swear to God, I'm sick of this dude. And if I'm Joel Embiid, if I'm Tobias Harris, if I'm Tyrese Maxey, I can't wait for him to be gone. First of all, if I'm Tyrese Maxey. But, dude, if you Daryl Morey, and even if you lied to him, which apparently you did because he never denied it, even if you lied to him, you as a GM have to put your foot down right now. The season starts Tuesday or Wednesday for them, right? Hey, man, I screwed you over, but this is business. You are a professional. We have paid you half your salary. I bet y'all didn't know this. James Harden on October something, which is the reason why he reported, they paid him 41 games of his salary already this year. He got that in the bank. Did y'all know that?
Yeah, I read it yesterday, actually.
Okay. So for them giving him 41 games in the door, he was supposed to report to camp. He did that. He was there 3 days or 4 days, right? Saying all the good stuff. He kept saying, I don't mess with dude, but I'm here. I want to play basketball. I'm a target next Friday, which is supposed to be yesterday. So after Sunday's practice, you know how y'all practice? And you're like, all right, man, what you on, man? I'm going to chill, man. The Tide, man. I'm gonna chill. All right, bro. I'll holler at you tomorrow, man. Right? All right, bro. This dude left and went to Houston.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to anybody. Just left.
Hey,
So
he checked in. He checked in and got his boarding pass doing practice.
Yeah. So when he was on his phone, he was getting his boarding pass, bro.
Southwest?
On Sunday. Yeah, he was getting his boarding pass on Sunday. And then he like, all right, bro, I'll let y'all, man. Right? He didn't say tomorrow. He just say, all right, bro, I'll let y'all. Right? And the man went to Houston and been there ever since. And Philly's so stupid, they didn't even find him. They say it's an excused absence. Why is it excused absence when you didn't even know he was gone?
That's PR. That's PR.
So Daryl Morey got to put his foot down. Hey, man, you're either going to show up and play or you're going to stay home until I find a trade. And if I can't find a trade by February or until February, then you're going to sit until February. Period. And I agree with Ken. I don't agree with Kendrick Perkins. I think he wild. He down there in Houston too. I think he wild. But he said, hey, man, Danny Green, Patrick Beverly, and one other vet came to that team this offseason. Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, new coach, Nick Nurse. Everybody got time for this, man. You either down or you not. So we either going to play basketball and try to win a championship, or we're not. You can't come in here 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in, waiting on a call from your agent till you trade it. So stay home. Tell them to stay in Houston. Stay. You got to, I told y'all, you got to eat the money anyway. You got to pay them. It's guaranteed. And you done gave them 41 games of it already?
But the problem is they trying to get some equal, as they say, equal value in a deal.
You'll never do it.
But
you'll never do it.
Right, it's absolutely right.
Everybody know you got to trade him.
I'll go from a different side. I blame Morley because the fact that you knew this was coming. The man publicly humiliated you, called you a liar, put you out there. You knew, and you know his history. We all know his resume. This is what he does. He takes his ball and go home. He play hurt. He come to camp fat. He throw balls at rookies. He just like he's a spoiled little kid when it comes to professionalism. You know what I mean? And at that point, and you know you coming up in a critical year with Embiid, you know, that you could possibly lose. You got to get that shit show out of there. I don't care what you send me. Ben, I'll take a line from you. Send me 3 gym shoes, no onions, and some mild sauce. Take this dude out of my locker room.
This dude out.
Get him out of the locker room. He is a distraction.
Got to get him out.
He's a problem. And for me, now it's the Clippers he wants to go to. Houston didn't want him back. You didn't want him in the locker room with them young guys. I applaud Houston. But the Clippers
Udoka came out and said it like, we don't want you.
We don't want you. And the Clippers are idiots to want him. What should be happening, the whole league should get together and say, GFY, nobody wants you. So release them, and we'll give you some kind of kickback. Let them go over to Iraq.
Dubai.
They was going to give them
Dubai was going to give them.
Let them go. Yeah. At some point, like this don't fly in the NFL. That's what I mean. NFL owners come together. NBA owners kind of go against each other. NFL
Antonio Brown, goodbye.
Yeah, right. Blackball. And what has James Harden even done to deserve that he has the right to make all these demands of where he want to go, when he want to go, how he want to go? He's not.
I'll tell you what he's done.
What has
he's fizzled. He's fizzled every time he was needed in the playoffs. DY.
I bet you if you go to the first of all, the Clippers shouldn't want him because I think Westbrook is doing a good job out there. He fits, right? So why would you bring this gun in? And then if you Ty Lue, you think Ty Lue finna put up with this? No, sir.
Ty Lue already fighting with the front office. So
Ty Lue ain't putting up with that.
He want to fight with the player and the front office?
Why would any team want to do like that in their locker room? Why? If I'm hearing rumors of the trade, I'm in practice like players only meeting. Call the coach in. We don't want that cat here. Don't bring him in here. Or
Kawhi them got the clout. Kawhi, Paul George them got the clout to do that. Like, no, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that.
Kawhi give him the goofy laugh or something. But I mean, I'm just saying, as a team, like let it be known we don't want this cat in our locker room.
But he's still cool with Westbrook though.
I don't care. We don't want him in our locker room. I just wouldn't want him.
No, I
I see you
wouldn't.
at
I
Fashion
tell
Week
him to
in
get
New
out
York.
now. I would have,
That's the
bro.
only time I see you, Harden, is in Fashion Week.
Bro, look, I would tell him to get out now. If I was that locker room right now, right, and he showed up, cool. All right, we're gonna ball. Okay. I know you. Look, man. Here's the precedent. Scottie Pippen was pissed off at Jerry Krause. Did you know what Scottie Pippen, even though he had surgery on the Bulls' dime, but other than that, he showed up and played basketball because he was a professional. Cussed out Krause anytime he get him and Mike, right? But what they did was they played basketball. They didn't stand out, and they played and won and hated the general manager. Like he ain't in practice. You ain't got to say nothing to him.
This dude
You
does
owe
not.
it to us in the
This
locker
dude
room to
does
show
not
up and
care.
ball,
He
bro.
doesn't
You
care
actually
about
Come
under
winning.
on,
contract.
Sheikah.
He don't
Sheikah, the
care
new
about
edition
winning.
vote.
Yeah.
The
This
new
cat
edition
don't
vote.
care. Right. This cat don't care about winning. He's
Well, apparently.
selfish. He's a selfish asshole. And you know what? Let the Clippers. They idiots. Again, like they always been since they came into the league. They'll take them. They'll take them. And then he'll cry his way out of there. You know what's next? I don't get it. Like, why anybody putting up with this cat?
Here's the
Right.
stupid part. The stupid part is this is your last year of your contract, bro. Don't nobody want you now. Who the hell gonna want you in free agency? So you do better playing because you ain't mad at the team. You mad at the general manager who doesn't affect the locker room. So you go out and play, you ball out, so someone will want you next year. Listen to that. It's stupid for you to sit out and not play, bro. It's gonna hurt you in the end. You owe. Like, dude, you hurting yourself. But if you want to hurt yourself, we're gonna help you. If I was Philadelphia, stay there. You in Houston, stay there until we find a trade.
And it's
We've
not
already paid you. We just got to eat it.
And
we just got to eat it.
And out of all the stops he's made, he hasn't put anybody over the top. He ain't even got to the damn finals. All these demands, where he want to go, and this, that, and so what? Why do the Clippers even want him? Why are you talking to them about him? No, fam.
I don't even know why the Clippers consider him.
Send him to the G. Ain't like he coming in and taking nobody to the finals and putting the team over the top. James Harden. Like at this point, he's just a straight clown. Like I don't understand it at all.
They let him do it though.
Yeah.
Hey, Gandy, I believe it.
We did
I believe
at the club last night.
I believe it.
Go ahead, DY. We ain't let you jump on there yet.
No, shit. I mean, I concur with your sentiment, man. It's just when is enough gonna be enough with this dude? You know, how much of this show, how much more of this spectacle can you really take before you just say, hey, pull the plug, chalk it up, you know what I'm saying, as an L and keep it moving. And I don't believe that the Clippers really out there. If the Clippers are making noise out there talking about they want him, somebody out there spreading that rumor to try to garner the Clippers' interest. Clippers got more than enough right now to make a run in the West. As long as everybody stay healthy. That's what they
do.
That's what I said.
Like my man
do
Tim
healthy.
Smith
They
say.
healthy.
No,
if they healthy, they got the Clippers got talent, bro. They healthy.
You ain't seen a 82 game season with the Clippers all with all
You're
of the Clippers.
never gonna see that with Kawhi on the team.
Yeah, well,
right. So you're gonna put James Baby Harden with Kawhi. I stubbed my toe. I'm out for 6 months. Leonard, you're gonna put them on the same damn team. I wouldn't even buy tickets to the game because you ain't gonna see no stars play. For what? Like,
I wouldn't do it, bro. I wouldn't do it. But first of all, if I'm the Clippers management, I wouldn't do it. If I'm Ty Lue, I'm the coach. No.
Right. I don't want him.
No. We're not doing that.
Wow.
Man, look. This is on Philly, man.
He's
this
the
on
NBA's
Philly.
Antonio Brown. He's the NBA's Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
It has to be enough is enough.
Daryl Morey, you're the general manager. He's embarrassed you. But I'm gonna bring this up too, and I don't know if y'all seen this. Ben, you watched First Take the other day when Stephen A was talking about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What he said was Daryl Morey, he opted in because he was supposed to be traded. That's why he opted in. So they have his rights and they can trade him.
Right.
So they promised him at first a max deal. Daryl Morey reneged on it and was like, "No, I was talking about a max for this year, not long term." James Harden supposedly was calling Daryl Morey for a week straight. Daryl Morey ghosted him and never returned his call, never answered the call. So Stephen A was like, if it's true that you ghosted him and y'all had more than a 10-year relationship, then I understand why he's pissed off and he called you a liar, right? You ghosted the man and never stood up and say, hey, this is what it is. You just didn't answer the phone. So, okay, cool. That's why you mad. But he said, Joel Embiid and your teammates don't deserve this, bro. You could be mad at the general manager. And if he's a liar, okay, cool. He got to answer for that. But your teammates don't deserve this, bro. They ain't did nothing to you.
Like hurt his credibility. Don't hurt your team. Like you go,
Cuss them out every day if you want. That's cool.
That's something personal, man.
Scotty did it.
First of all media outlets, all sports broadcasts shouldn't even mention him. Just let him just drift off in the night. Nobody even mention him. Nothing. Because
and B gonna get pissed off in a minute though. He gonna
get pissed
off.
Tired
of answering this.
He already pissed off. But Harden does all of this in the media so the media can keep his name out there, and he's trying to force his way out, and the media is helping him do so. So just cut him off of all social media, broadcast, everything.
They just went through this with Ben Simmons, and now this James Harden debacle. Embiid is like, enough is enough. Get me the hell out of here.
You're gonna want out.
The organization is a shit show. They're not handling business. Something's not right. We're changing coaches. Players don't want to play. It's constant bad moves. At some point, Embiid is like, look, I'm not going to stay here and keep dealing with this. I'm not. Meanwhile, even though some shit going on in Milwaukee, but still, at least they went and got Dame Lillard. You know, they doing their best to keep Giannis there. You know, they trying to put around him whatever they got to do. They got rid of the coach, and that was on. They said him and Giannis didn't get along. So they got rid of the coach. They doing all this. But if you Embiid, you like, hey, man, what's going on here? Addition by subtraction. Get this cat out the locker room. It's like you got Ben Simmons out of there. But when is enough going to be enough? Morley going to have to start answering for it too. And if you James Harden, you kill his credibility so no free agents will want to come there. Hey, man, this dude's a liar. I'm going to go and do my thing, but this dude's a liar. He lied to me. This is what happened. But I'm going to be professional and play it out. And the other free agents are going to see that. When he want to sign people, they're going to say, I don't know about you. You know, kill his credibility. That's how you do that. You don't pout like a little girl and take your jump rope
and go home.
And go home. You don't do that. You don't do that.
Yeah, that's, you know, I'm sick of it. Put it like that. And it sounds like you all are sick of it too. And then we haven't even got to opening night for Tuesday, and that's all it's been about this trash. But as we all say, James Harden, you get the SmokeFella finger.
Being we all got a crackhead cousin, he a lefty, so you know we related. So that's my crackhead cousin. We all got.
And then poor Nick Nurse. Poor Nick Nurse who just walked in on it. Well, I mean, he told me he was going to be here. He was here yesterday. I don't.
Right.
You know, he just lost.
He's just like, what the hell going on? Only one that's happy is Maxie. Maxie's the only one happy. Because
I'm happy for him. Ball out, young man.
Right. He balled out when Harden not there.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. He gets some shots up.
Maxie probably texting him, hey, man, they called you a punk. Like, tell him the slick stuff to him.
Why was you? I won't come back either, dog.
Man, I'm feeling bogus, bro.
Dog.
Hey,
he bogus.
Keep hope alive. Stay true to yourself, baby. I'm with you. Hey, he like, if you leave, I'm leaving.
Right.
But you leave first.
I don't blame you, dog. I don't blame you.
Right.
Gotta stand for what you believe in, dog.
All right. Now, next stop on this NBA tour. Give me your thoughts on Victor Dub, Mr. Wemby. You know, in the preseason, he averaging about 20 points a game, probably about 4 to 5 rebounds, 2 assists. I mean, they showing highlights from the dude. I mean, he long. I've seen him cross over a couple big men and make them fall. I mean, he and block guard shots, big men shots. How you feel about him, Tribal Chief?
Hey, he's from everything that I've seen on the basketball court. He's the real deal, man. I done seen this dude do some moves. He dribbled between a 6'3" cat leg, like
Oh
he's
yeah, that was nice.
7'5", and you got
Right.
the wherewithal to
That
say, "Ooh," and keep it moving. Come on,
DY. When he went through dude's legs, they showed the bench, not his bench, the other team bench, and they was like, "Ooh, he wasn't ready."
It was Houston, wasn't it? I think it was against Houston, wasn't it? I
I
believe.
don't know
I
who
think
they,
so,
Yeah.
man. So
but
I mean,
I'm gonna say this one. I'm gonna say this one quick thing though about him. If they don't get some players around him, I don't think he'll ever be able to elevate. You know, we're gonna enjoy his superstardom now, but will he turn out to become a great player? I think that's the question. And in order for him to do that, they got to put good key pieces around him, and they not there yet.
All I seen last night, we was at the shop. The man was under the basket, literally. Klay Thompson went to take a three, and by the time Klay raised up, this dude blocked the shot.
yeah,
Ran
yeah,
out, blocked the shot. They scrambled the ball around. The man came down and shot a three, all in one play.
yeah. Off
Like,
the break.
he's so long, dog. Like, he's literally over there. And they swing the ball around. You go to shoot. Here this dude come from across here and jump. He's there. He's so long, man. He just long. And
Hey,
for
Kev,
him to be dribbling like
the last
this,
wingspan I seen like that
wingspan is
was
crazy.
Grandmama.
Now, they was talking Ralph Sampson.
I thought you was gonna say
And Ralph
Manute
Sampson
Bol.
was before his time. Ralph Sampson wasn't this. He wasn't this. He didn't have the guard skills like this dude got. He didn't have to pull up. The dude could pull up like a guard
Yeah,
at 7'4". You're not blocking the shot. Once he elevates,
but
it's over. You're not blocking it.
but
But he's shooting threes, bro. He coming around, bro. He
now Kev,
the
now
real
Kev,
deal. But I'm gonna say
hey
this real
Kev,
quick. Greg Popovich will not put him in a position to where he ever gets hurt, wherever he gets banged up. And I say that to say they're not gonna post him up. Because if he had a little munchkins on him last night, he should have posted up against Golden State. But he ain't strong enough yet. So they'll run him around the perimeter. He'll take little shots like this. He'll take a three, but they'll never put him in position. He'll never guard Embiid. He'll never guard Joker. He'll never guard like Nurkic. They won't put him in that position. He'll always roam around the perimeter. He'll pop in and
hey
out the
Kev.
post, but
You
they won't.
compared
He ain't
him
strong
to
enough to hold his
Ralph
ground.
Sampson, man. Now, the one thing you right, the outside game Ralph didn't have. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Ralph Sampson, and I'll even throw KG. If you took their motor, their aggressiveness, their passion, and put that into Victor, he'd be trouble.
Yeah,
Because Ralph Sampson backed down to nobody. And KG, when he came in the league, he just had a motor and he was real aggressive. I don't see the aggressiveness out of Wemby yet. Maybe because he's small, frame. When he get a little bigger, that aggression will come. But he need
His
that
body
dog in him,
gonna
man.
grow
He
into,
need that dog. And I don't see that dog in him. Like when KD came in the league, he had the dog in him.
No, Victor.
I don't
I'm not gonna say
Victor
he's not aggressive because he.
man, and he just
I'm not
man,
gonna say he's not aggressive. He is.
The
He is.
young man is a generational talent. Probably hadn't seen nothing like this since LeBron. To come in and like he's everything advertised, like what we're seeing it. But and what I was there when y'all were doing the Ralph Sampson comparison. But keep in mind that Ralph learned the game from a big man standpoint. Ralph probably could have did all what Wemby's doing, but he learned the game for like back in the day, like big man go drills in the post. Big man wasn't shooting threes and doing dribbling drills. It was It was post, drop step, put the ball in the bucket. That's where he learned the game from. But for this generation, the way basketball is set up now, he is what he is, man. Like it's something we've never seen before. We've seen 7'7", 7'6" cats that really weren't as coordinated and athletic enough to do what this young man is doing. And I'll say it again, if he'd have been American born, like we'd have been hearing about this kid as a freshman in high school.
Oh,
he would have had that LeBron hype train that LeBron had in high school. But as you all know, overseas guys, they don't really give them that type of hype. This dude he's the truth. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And really, let's be totally honest, the NBA has adopted the international style of play anyway. So that's why it's so easy for international guys to come over and do well in the league now, because the NBA adopted their game. They're not adapting to the NBA, the 80s, 90s style. So this young man is perfect, man. He's perfect for what's going on, man. I'll be watching every time he play. I'm impressed by him. Man, yesterday I actually got to see him. Other than that, I was just seeing highlights. But yesterday we actually was watching him, Kevo. Man, the shot, we were like watching this dude. I'm like, damn.
Well,
the dude's so long, bro. He just affects the game because he's so long.
I don't know, man. He needs to relax his body. Because do you see when he go down to cross, he's so tall and lanky. It's like his back is straight up and he's still trying to cross it. He got to relax his body and get some fluid motion to it, man.
The man's 7'4", man.
If he dribble high, man, it's gonna get snatched. He gotta go low.
But I mean, when he go low, his back is so. Now you should know you need to bend your back a little bit, but you can't nowadays. But
I predicted that was coming, but okay. I saw that coming. But you know what it is, dog. It looks.
Man, you ever been 7'4"?
But it looks awkward because we've never seen it. It looks.
I guess that's what it is.
It looks awkward because he's 7'4". It just looks awkward, but it's effective.
But look, okay. How big is KD?
They say KD is
right.
Let's say 7 foot.
They say he is legit 7 foot. He won't claim it, but they say he's 7 feet.
Right. But when you see him out there crossing over, he don't look awkward, does he? No, it looks fluid.
Well, he ain't 7'4", man.
He's a whole half a foot taller than KD.
Right. He ain't 7'4".
I'm just saying, Dirk, he didn't look awkward out there.
Well, but okay, but
the man's 7'4" with KD skills.
If you watch,
now let that marinate.
If you watch though, KD dribble is wide, right? KD kind of
brings
it out.
It
here.
is.
Wemby
real wide.
Wemby on the low, like boom,
it's
boom,
tight.
boom, boom, boom. It's
tight like he a point guard.
Exactly, like he's 6 feet. So it does look a little different from KD. KD give you that long pull back, you know what I mean? But this dude is like coming at you and just boom, 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 pat it. Like that's something different.
And pulling up like a guard.
Hey, Lefty. Say what's up to Wendell Shepard, man. He watched the show. What up, Shep?
Bro?
My man, straight from high school, 30 plus years, baby.
Wendell Shepard.
Yeah, big Shep.
Yeah,
What?
Man. Hey, man. I'm excited about the upcoming season. Take out the Harden, throw that in the trash. But the road to the chip, let's talk about the West. You got Denver, they at the top. No matter, I don't care what you say about their roster, whatever, you gotta dethrone them, right, Kev?
That'll beat the champs.
Yep.
The Lakers. Lakers is retooled. All right. They got some young dogs on their team, man. With LeBron, AD. Y'all, people can shit on Austin Reeves all they want from what he was doing in the USA and all that, but the kid can flat out ball. If he got a better haircut and stop looking like an accountant, maybe people show him a little more love. But
that's his thing, dog.
Hey,
man, you leave Austin Reeves alone. That man is a celebrity in LA.
Hey,
get off,
I love him, dude. I love
Get off Billy Ho. Get off Billy Ho. Get off him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sacramento, you can't forget about them.
People have. They're not talking about them.
The Suns, right? You definitely can't forget about them because who you gonna guard? Who you gonna guard? That three-piece they got down there can score in bunches like crazy.
Yeah.
Golden State. I mean, Golden State is always gonna be in the mix, you know. So out of those teams, if you was gonna go ahead and place your odds right now, going to the Western Conference chip, which two teams are you gonna put in there today? KDL.
I'm gonna run it back. Denver and the Lakers. Everybody is picking Phoenix, and Phoenix is gonna score a lot of points. They're gonna be good. But Phoenix don't have the depth that Denver and LA has.
They can't guard water.
Sacramento is young, they're good. Sacramento is gonna be there. They might take the next step this year and make it to the second round. Who knows? But I don't think Phoenix is gonna be there. Don't get me wrong. They don't have the depth, man. That bench is gonna hurt them. And for that matter, who the hell is their point guard? So I think they're good. I don't see them beating Denver or LA in a 7-game series. I don't. And I'm not biased against the Lakers. I'm just going down the roster. The Lakers are deep, bro, and big. Denver, I won't disrespect them. Now, Bruce Brown, it's a huge loss. Not so much Uncle Jeff, but Bruce Brown, that's a huge loss, dog. Denver is known to pick up a cat and come in the ball. They might do that at the trade deadline. So I don't take that away from Denver.
Uncle 32 Jersey Jeff.
Uncle 32 jerseys,
I
baby.
don't know why they keep moving him around. I like Jeff Green, dude.
I like Jeff
like
Green
him,
too.
man.
Bounced around like that, man. That's crazy.
He down in Houston with them young boys.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. He keeps bouncing around.
I
So
don't know,
I just
man.
see those two teams. Now, your OKC is gonna scare some people this year. Dallas, so it's the West is a gauntlet, but I think when they're all said and done, I think you're gonna get a rematch, Denver and the Lakers for the Western Conference Championship. Clippers, I won't count them out if they're healthy, but
You can't count him in either. So
right until they prove it.
Null and void.
DY, you scratching your beard. I don't know if it's because what you did last night or you thinking about something.
Oh,
damn.
I was at work last night. Anyway,
Yeah.
man.
You
Y'all
probably
got a janitor room. Dirt bag talk.
if I had to pick two out of the West, I definitely like the Lake Show.
Frank Vogel, Gandy.
I feel like the Lakers retooled enough to get them back to where they need to be. Health is going to be a big concern, but I seen AD get 4 blocks in like 4 minutes yesterday, so he's ready to go. As far as the counterparts in the West is really hard. I don't think Phoenix got, like KDL said, Phoenix got the depth. Clippers can't stay healthy. Dallas is going in the other direction. So who's the team out of the West other than the world champs that I think could vie for that title? Sacramento's too young. I still think they might be a year or two away. So in that regard, in that respect, I guess you got to give it to Denver. To beat a man, you got to beat the man. And the Lakers and Denver going toe to toe again. That's great television right there. So, and really the best matchup for each team.
Well,
opening night, baby.
I will say that throughout the season in the West, it's going to hinge on health for each of the teams that we just named. Health is a big key and a big factor,
That's every team, though.
Yeah, it is every team. But these teams right there, health could swing things a whole nother way. Because remember, the Lakers wasn't healthy last year. They was banged up. Saying why they was at the bottom of the barrel getting into the playoffs.
Well, it was
Now
more than just banged up. That shitty roster they had
that
before
is
the
true,
trade
but
deadline.
a shitty
Lakers
roster
changed the roster
and
at the trade deadline. That's what happened.
unhealthy stars, that's big. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So now I didn't throw Memphis in there because Memphis they have been consistent. This 25 game suspension for Ja is gonna be big for them. I don't care what nobody say. They'll probably be at the bottom of the heap trying
I
to
left
get
them out
in the
too on
play in. So
purpose because I
yeah.
got to see. I got, like you said, I got to see where they at after this 25 games,
Hmm.
and then where they fall at in the big. Because I purposely left Memphis out, and I purposely left the Pelicans out because with a healthy Zion, Pelicans was balling last year. Without him, they fell off. So I left them out on purpose, and I left Memphis out
Well,
on purpose because I need to see where
Shotgun
they at
got hurt
without Ja.
too.
Huh?
Shotgun got hurt too.
Who?
Brandon Ingram. He got
yeah.
hurt too.
We got hurt over the summer.
No, he got
And he
hurt
got hurt
He
in the
last
got hurt.
Olympics.
season.
He got hurt during the season last year.
He got
Yeah,
hurt during
he
the
missed some games.
season, and that's when they
Oh,
really fell off. Right after CJ got there, he got hurt.
oh
And
well.
let's not forget
And y'all get, I
Minnesota.
call him Shotgun because
No,
he remind me of
let's
Lefty.
let's not forget. You can watch your mouth. Let's not forget Minnesota. Anthony Edwards, man. Ant-Man is
Oh my
Yeah.
Yeah,
God, the
is the
USA
real
did him
deal.
yeah.
wonders.
And
Yeah,
they
I
made the
mean,
play in last year too. So
yeah.
all right.
So I think a lot of this is going. I agree with Kevin and DY. I see the Lakers and Denver. You know, it's something to say about chemistry. That Denver core has been together for some years now. I mean that it's I know I don't care about the big names, which is why I'm not as high on Phoenix as everybody else. We've seen it the last few years. You know, just throwing a bunch of guys together doesn't work. You know, like
True.
where's the fit? Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant. What you gonna do? Your turn, my turn, who turn? You know, how do you run that? You know, so but I will say Phoenix did with the trade. They added some depth with Grayson Allen and a few other cats. They added some depth. So they bench is a little better. They've been coming into it before the trade. So they got a couple of cats that can come off.
Nurkic is never healthy, bro. He wasn't
Right.
healthy in
I
Portland.
agree. He's never healthy. I think Golden State's too small, especially in the West, when you got to deal with, Denver, the Lakers, Phoenix. Like, they're just too small. So I think they'll be up there. I think this year, more than anything, the regular season is going to mean so much because seeding is going to be real important. Like, where you land seeding. If you remember last year, the Lakers pretty much came from like the 13th, 14th seed all the way up, but they had a kind of a rough go, having to go on the road,
Mm-hmm.
play in, then go on the road for Memphis, Golden State, and then go to Denver. So I think seeding is going to be important because that's going to determine the route, that they take to clash. Like, I think whoever has to play Phoenix, say in the second round, may be wore down by the time they get to the Western
They in for a
Conference.
fight. And
Right.
Lefty, you
That could be
mentioned
it.
Bradley Beal. I want to see how he fits in because he
Is
could
he
be
the
the
point
X
guard?
factor for them.
No, Booker
I,
on no point.
Yeah, they said Booker running. At first they
Booker
said
running
Beal,
the
but now
point
they
and
saying
shooting?
Booker.
Well, yeah.
and
Oh,
then
okay.
they bring in your boy off the bench, the
Oh,
dancer.
nah, he gone, dog.
Wow, Payne
He
and
got purple?
is he in Sacramento? I just saw him play the other night.
In Milwaukee, ain't he?
Is it
Oh
Milwaukee? I
God,
just
that's
saw him
Something
play.
like
horrible.
Yeah,
that.
he gone. He ain't in Phoenix no
Yeah,
more.
he gone, dog.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know
I
what?
thought he was out east.
I think it is Milwaukee. I think you're right. I think you're actually right. But yeah, it's gonna be a man. I'm excited, man. I love when the NBA has parity like this instead of just those stacked squads where they're gonna run through it. I think this just makes for great TV, man. I mean, even opening night. Look at what we got opening night, dude. Lakers, Denver.
Lakers at
Yeah.
Denver, Suns at Warriors.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
opening night.
Yeah.
Those are great
That's
matchups, man.
tough. That's tough.
But it's gonna come down. I'm telling you, it's gonna come down to seeding, to how cats
Well,
gonna
it's going
end
to come
up.
down to health, number one, and
Well,
then see.
definitely hell. And let me say this: I've watched damn near every Lakers preseason game. AD looks more determined than I've seen him in years. Like he's out there like I got something. He got something to prove.
Trying to live up to that money.
Yeah, he said he's playing like it. He ain't just talking it. He in preseason games blocking shots. He playing heavy
right now.
minutes. Yeah, like he going like I'm finna show y'all. I don't know who
They at
got
their
this
best
there.
when he's blocking shots and rebounding.
Yeah.
I don't trip off his scoring too tough because he's gonna get his points. But when he's blocking shots and rebounding, Lakers at their best. He out there getting texts and everything.
He finally looks like it's his team. I don't know if LeBron got in this ear like this is your squad.
He told him publicly.
Yeah, like this is your team.
Hello,
like, take it.
Hello, Timothy Smith.
He called you new husband. Damn.
The one thing about AD is what I need him to do. Stay off the damn ground. That's all I need for him.
He went. I'm telling you, in the preseason, he has not been on the ground that much.
I know.
He looked like a different.
I need him to stay off the ground because when he started hitting the ground,
that's when the injuries happen.
Right. Right.
He can't really help it though.
All right, let's go on over to the East. Boston, Holiday, Porzingis, looking tough. And you got the Bucks. Now their chemistry was a little off when I watched them at one preseason game.
But say the Aces, they already won a championship. You have been hanging with James Harden all night.
Right. I'm still gonna put the Sixers in there because they got Embiid, and he is one of the most skilled players in the NBA. He just got to realize, get his big ass on the post. You can't knock the Heat, but they didn't do much at all. I throw the Knicks and the Cavs in there because they were hungry. The Cavs are a team that's up and coming. So what's your pick for the Eastern Conference Finals? I mean, it's probably a no-brainer. The first two teams in I named, but KDL, who you got?
But that's going to come down to health too, because Porzingis is never damn healthy.
Never.
And Boston got rid of Robert Williams and Grant Williams for this dude.
Well,
so
I like
if Porzingis is healthy,
Grant Williams.
Okay. If Boston's is formidable with the healthy Porzingis. Milwaukee is going to be there. True, it's all health though, because Dame gets banged up. Giannis will miss a few games. Chris Middleton, like it's all health, man. But let's go off the perspective. Everybody is healthy. I'm gonna go Milwaukee, but Boston gonna be right there, man. Like I cannot like I really want to go Boston, to be honest. But I think Giannis is gonna be on a mission this year. The way they went out last year. So for that reason only, I'll go Milwaukee, then Boston. I think it come down to them two. Everybody else, your Cavs, your Knicks, I'm not counting Philly, and here's why. As much as I hate James Harden, they need him, dog, to be able to compete with the Bostons, the Bostons, the Milwaukees in the 7-game series. They need Harden, bro. That's what makes it so bad that he's doing this, because they actually need him. Like Tyrese Maxey is good, but he ain't James Harden, bro.
Maxey played better when Harden out there, though.
Well, he does, but you going up against Dame and Jason Tatum, and you need.
Maxey's an upcoming star, dude. That dude
he is.
Ball, bro.
He's gonna shine this year without Harden. I 100% agree.
And whoever they get back in this Clippers deal, because it's gonna happen at some point. Like if they going, what's that young boy on the Clippers? That guard, he's pretty good too. They talking about he's in the deal.
Terrence Mann. Clippers won't put him in.
Yeah.
Clippers won't put him in it.
That's a lot of people that want Man.
Man,
but your Milwaukee's, I don't see Miami doing good this year. I don't. They lost Vincent, Strauss, and they lost somebody else.
And the reason that they lost him, because they was trying to get Dame and clearing cap space and all that. And that was big to lose both of them.
I know.
You know what? They swung for the fences and missed.
Yeah.
And they reeling. So
if they don't do nothing at the trade deadline, I don't see it.
Jimmy
So
Butler
your
coming with
Knicks,
the
your
perm.
Cavs, yeah, they're gonna put up some numbers. Your Indianas, like all them teams like down there, they'll put up some numbers, but they're not gonna compete with the big boys.
Problem with the Heat though, they don't have any assets anybody wants. Nobody wants Tyler Hero. He's
Right.
probably their biggest asset outside of you sending Bam. Nobody
That's
wants.
because
The Heat gonna be middle of the pack again and make the
Right.
playoffs,
he's
and this time
he's
they're not getting out.
Hollywood now, man. He's Hollywood. He's so Hollywood that he stopped working on his game in his second year. That's why they was having issues with him.
Yeah, but he
He
had
went
played.
Hollywood.
He got a little better before he got hurt though. He looked like he was somewhat back before he got hurt. You know, who you gonna send? Duncan Robinson? Like they don't have a lot of assets over there, so it's not.
No,
I agree.
I don't know what
but
they could.
I'll
They
take
could do.
Duncan Robinson just to spread the offense. Some team want a Duncan Robinson for that. But is there some type of issues going
Not
on
for no
in
big
the
man.
Bucks
Not
camp?
for no big man.
Because Terry Stout resigned because he got into it with head coach Adrian Gifford at a shoot around. I mean, where they had to be separated because they was finna go at it. So he just resigned.
But supposedly he yelled at the man like he was a kid.
Right. Talk to him like a child.
Terry Stott's
gave
been
him
in the
a house.
game, baby.
He gave
I
him
ain't
a
got to
house.
take that. You need me.
Right.
This
Yeah,
your first
so
year. Good luck, buddy.
And
that's big though.
that's a big loss to that coaching staff though.
Yeah, it is.
That's a huge
And he
loss.
know Dame.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, Coach Dame.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a big loss. I mean, when you talk about the East, man, I love Boston, dude. I love what they do. The Drew Holiday pickup, like you say, if Porzingis can stay healthy. Derek White finally cut that hair because his hairline was running the other way for years now. He bald head now. I'm like, all right, he came on home. Like he got.
You look a little weird, but go ahead.
He ain't like he just did it because his head ain't the same color as his face yet. So he kind of looked like a cancer patient a little bit. But
30 years, when you shaved yours off, I was like, man, you okay, bro?
it was time. It was time. You gotta let it go. You're either gonna rock the George Jefferson or you're gonna come home. You're gonna do one or the other. But Boston's strong, man. I mean, I do worry about size if Porzingis goes down, which he does. But just going off, let's just take injuries out of it. Let's just say every team healthy. I think Boston, what they've done, and it seems like Tatum takes another step every year. I think this should be the year when he becomes.
Hey man,
I'm
tired of these
mega
baby steps out of him, man.
That's why I'm here with it. That's why I'm here with it, bro. I could go Milwaukee, Boston, but that's why I'm here with it.
But if Tatum and he's right there, if he jumps in the super like that superstar dude, he's a star.
I'm tired of him and these baby steps, though, man. He need to go ahead and take this leap.
It's time. If he does that, Boston is a problem.
And a lot of people don't see it, but I need your man to step up in the crunch time.
Who?
And that is Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown has, when you look at the stats wise, he ain't showing up in the big games. He's missing free throws. You know,
he turns the ball over.
He turned the ball over like Kev did down in Kansas.
Wow. Cause I got my school on today. That's where we are. I didn't lead the team in turnovers, bro.
Hey, I had to throw that out there. I had to make sure you was paying attention.
He came back from the islands with an attitude, Kev. He didn't change. What was going on?
Hey, man. Hey.
I know, bro.
I wasn't going to say this, man.
Y'all dark skin over there?
I wasn't going to say this, man. But I missed y'all, man. I missed y'all.
Feeling great.
Fake ass Wesley Snipes. You dark skin, temporarily dark skin.
I will see you later.
That's
so when I gut punch you, you know why.
Right. Oh man, I mean, and the other, like Milwaukee, it looked good on paper. I still gotta see she could hit him. The KF she could win him. You're over. You're over. Yeah. But I still think with Milwaukee, Giannis is gonna have to learn how to play off the ball playing with Dame.
Well, he will now.
And I think it has a like it looks like from the couple of times I seen Dame, and it looked like Dame is trying to
Whoever
fit
that is,
in.
I was a starter for 4 years, but
It
carry
was
on.
Tim. It was Tim.
That's your boy Big Tim.
But it looks like right now Dame's just trying to fit in until Dame comes in and is like, look, I'm taking this team. I'm a lead the charge.
Giannis got to be like, nah, man, do
Right.
you?
But Giannis is still doing the dribble up from the top of the key. Still doing. That's what I say. They're gonna have to adapt
Well,
to
guess
playing with
what?
each other. My sleeper
The
team is
fourth
Cleveland.
quarter, the fourth quarter is gonna be Dame time. You do know that, right?
It should be. It should be.
It's
But
gonna be
it's
Well,
Dame time.
he's the closer because Giannis
right.
can't be the closer.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Fourth quarter is his.
He's the
But I'm,
closer now.
but
But
I'm saying, but can Giannis get used to playing that role? Like
he's
that's
gonna have
Dame's
to.
him. I know
Giannis ain't never been the closer. Middleton was the closer.
it's easier said than done, though. I'm just saying it's easy to say like he got to, but he really has to adjust his game playing with Dame. All that like taking the ball from the top of the key and running everybody over. That's not gonna fly with Dame. It's not gonna be a good look. My sleeper is
Well,
Cleveland though. I like Cleveland. They're a year
Dame ain't
in with
never
each other.
played with a dominant dude either. Not
Right,
like that.
exactly. Well, he played with McCollum.
Yeah.
He shared the ball with McCollum. Him and
No,
McCollum.
I'm
He
talking about a
shared the
dominant big
ball,
man.
but a dominant big man.
Yeah, it was still
This is uncharted territory for Dame.
Yeah.
yeah. So and I like Cleveland because they're a year in with playing with Donovan Mitchell. They added Strauss and I think one other cat they added. They added to it. They still that same core's coming back together. They were young. It was their first year together. I think they're gonna really be good this year. That's my sleeper.
And they beat the Knicks.
The Knicks are the Knicks. I just don't. It's something about the Knicks that just like you ever had that itch that you can't reach in your back. It's just irritating as hell. Like you be against the wall. Nothing stopped that mother. You just like the Knicks. It's something about the way that team is put together.
Well, I can tell you what it is. Jalen Brunson is
Hey,
a gun.
Lefty.
Now y'all
Lefty,
don't
you
want to say
mentioned
that
Dak
because
and
he's
gave
from
an alley oop.
Chicago.
I'm not
But
even
Jalen
gonna take
Brunson
this
is a
one.
gun.
I'm not even gonna take this one, Lefty. That's too easy.
All like the oop you missed but we ain't gonna talk about that. Go ahead, DY. It's DY time.
Wow.
I ain't gonna
Wow.
get
Man,
Wow.
look here when it comes to Milwaukee, and to me the biggest thing was them losing Holiday. So how do they respond without having a floor general, somebody bringing that ball up the court that know what to do, where to go within the limits of that offense that they run? So that's going to me, I think, be the big question with them is how they distribute the ball. Gone out of the day, or should be gone out of the days of Giannis bringing the ball up by himself and just, manhandling people towards the rim. It's still going to happen.
right.
But we saw how much wear and tear that put on his body the last 2 years. He was so unhealthy last year that they got booted out first round of the playoffs. So he can't continue to take those type of beatings anymore. As far as Boston is concerned, I honestly believe Tatum is there. I've been saying this for years. He showed up in some of the biggest moments. He to me he has reached superstar status. I firmly believe that. I couldn't help. He got hurt on the first play of the game last year. You know what I'm saying, which essentially sealed their fate as far as the playoffs are concerned. But
but they shouldn't have been down like that.
No, and I agree.
They were too talented to be down like that to my eyes.
Boston loses games they have no business losing.
That team have too much talent to play down to the level of talent that they end up losing to. So I totally agree. But to your point about Jaylen Brown, definitely got to be his year to step up. They gave him his money. So you got your money. You good. You straight. You locked in. You ain't on the trade block no more. Well, at least not for right now. So you should be able to come into this season like, all right, I'm gonna ball out. I'm gonna ball better than Tatum this year, and do your thing. I'll be curious to see how everything plays out. Every team that done had these new additions, we ain't gonna know how good these teams are until we see them play together. Everything look good on paper, but until we see these teams out there together on the court, you ain't gonna know who really is the winner of the trades or pickups of the summer. So that's what make the NBA so exciting for us is the fact that you got all this parity. You get different sets of parity every year, and Even the teams that have been good, most of the teams that have been good have added a select few key players. So now even the good teams are looking a little bit different.
DY, to your point about Holiday, the way he was setting up the Bucks and all that, he's about to take that same energy, and it's not what's his name that they traded to Memphis no more.
Marcus
Uh,
Smart.
Marcus Smart. It ain't him no more. Now you have somebody that has played the role of the point guard, big, can play defense, and no longer does Tatum and Brown have to bring the ball up, go one on
Turn the
one.
ball
Now
over.
that right now you can put them in position just to score, and
And he's a
then
better scorer than Marcus Smart.
that that too. But the biggest key for me is him playing defense around that perimeter. I know Marcus Smart won Defensive Player of the Year, but Holiday on a whole nother level.
Oh, Drew lockdown. He locked.
And
Whole nother
which
level.
brings me back to Milwaukee. Dame is Olay, dog.
Always has been.
So at the point guard, whereas Drew Holiday stuck other point guards in the playoffs, who gonna step up in that role? Not offensive, but on the
Yeah,
defensive end.
yeah.
The
That's
only
why
D
I'm teetering, man. That could go
And
Milwaukee, ball, it go either way, man.
It's only five.
and
It's
and
only five players on the court at a time, man. It ain't that question has already been answered. You know who it's going to be. So at the end of the day, what's the outcome going to be? You going to
right.
step up and play some defense, or you going to let your offense play defense for you? Essentially, you can outscore anybody that's guarding.
Okay. Let's
and
let's say they end up playing each other. Drew Holiday can guard Dame. Dame can't guard nobody.
because that's all Drew was gonna do is take him on the
You said
block and
Drew
punish him.
got the thing.
Yeah.
He
Well, I
gonna.
think
I
Dame's
ain't
never been
saying he
forced
gonna
to play
stop him.
defense either.
He ain't
Okay.
gonna stop him, but
Right.
he gonna make it difficult for him because he bigger, stronger, and he gonna take him down on the block, punish him. So that affects your offense when you get banged on the block trying to guard somebody.
Yeah. I mean, I hear Drew. Drew Holiday definitely because but Marcus Smart guarded like the top perimeter guys as well. But
Yeah, he had to.
like you say, Drew Holiday, like he's going to take a little more off Jaylen Brown. I want to see Jaylen Brown kind of embrace his Scottie Pippen, his inner Scottie Pippen. Don't focus on scoring 30 a game. You're not going to have to. Porzingis going to give you 20 plus like he should. He's just a big, long
Right,
dude that can shoot.
right,
And if he
and
and
run the
like you
floor.
say, if and run the floor and his, I think he's probably just as big of a key as Drew Holiday. If Porzingis can stay on the floor, they're a problem. That's a huge issue. And Jaylen
Yeah,
Brown won't have to do as much because it's like he'll try to do a little too much, and that's when the turnovers start happening
right,
and all
right.
of the craziness. Like he should be able to play a little more under control and trust his other guys. You still got the old man Horford over there. That can still come in and give you quality minutes. I just like Boston. I like the matchup with
Al, no facial hair Horton.
Boston. Yeah, he about
Oh man, Horton, he hanging in there, man. He hanging in
Hey,
there.
his workouts got to be something, man, because he stay healthy.
But he like
He
oh,
stays
37,
healthy.
38.
yeah.
Yeah, he
He
Everybody
up
got
there with Bron.
Everybody he played with retired. Noah, Court, Brewer, his whole team, all his teammates retired. He's still
Everybody
playing.
gone.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Rookie of the year, Wemby or Chet?
it's
Lefty.
gonna be Wemby just off the strength. I mean, go ahead, left.
If it's close, I'm gonna use the international bias. No, Wemby's just got too much hype. It'll be Wemby if it's close, but I think Chet gonna have a better season, which I know
Chet
it's
brought
not
it to him
fair.
in the preseason. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
and Chet done put a little muscle on too, but I get it. He's not a true rookie. He missed his rookie season, so they're giving him rookie status. But he
Right.
has kind of been around the league a little bit, so he's probably adapted a little bit. I think Chet may have statistically a little better season, and I think OKC's a better team. So I think, you know, with record and everything like that, it probably should be Chet, but it ended up being Wemby.
Go ahead, tribal chef. I mean chief.
Oh,
Chef, damn.
you know, that was a good one. No, like I said, man, Wemby's the obvious choice, man. It ain't no doubt about it, man. And I think he's primed for superstardom. He on the right team. I think to have all the opportunities in the world. I hope he can stay healthy. I hope he can play 82 games. You know, that'd be something to see for an NBA rookie. You know what I'm saying? Usually they you know, they put a little clock on them, a little time management, whatever the hell it is you want to call it. But Wemby's obvious choice. Chet, I think, is improved. You know, them playing against each other in the preseason was kind of a sight to see. They was kind of going at it. So
they was.
I think they got a little one-on-one deal between them two. So they obviously gunning for something. So I'll be curious to see.
Chet got a chip on his shoulder because all the hype on Wemby and like, you forgot about me?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be closer than what y'all think, man. The same Wemby and the landslide. It won't be in.
I agree with that.
It's going to be closer. If both of them stay healthy throughout the year, I agree. Chet is going to be on a better team overall. Like, OKC will mess around and make the playoffs.
But you're right on that.
Whether it's the play-in or not.
One for October.
And they just got Porter in that trade. They just grabbed him from Houston. Right.
No, they waived him immediately. They told him don't come to the airport.
Oh, damn.
They waived him immediately. But I think, hey man, that's going, and when, like you said, that's going to be KG versus Duncan back in the day. Remember how they used to go at it?
Yeah.
That's what that's going to be every time they play each other.
But like you said, Kev, how you get to the Houston airport and you got a OKC representative saying, "Nah, fam, we don't need you."
No, they actually called him and like, hey man, we're making a trade, but you're not, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Don't pack your bags.
Right.
So I hope he got his money because he just signed the contract, actually. He really just signed the contract.
Yeah.
He got his
money. Can't be out here
but...
strangling broads, man. Like, hey man, look, dude.
Yeah, dude is wild.
You wilding, bro.
You see, she came back and said he didn't hit me.
No, they dropped one charge. They didn't drop the other ones.
Yeah, they didn't drop the other, but she trying to tighten it up.
Choking isn't hitting technically. It's a difference, like it's all abuse. But I'm just saying.
And the way you phrase it, right?
Yeah, it's how you put it.
Get out the league, son.
I know the SVU, man. I got my law degree.
The way you phrase it.
I got my law degree.
I didn't strike her.
Right, I didn't strike
her.
He
didn't strike me. Yeah,
right.
Those are all true statements.
It is.
Yeah. Well, now you're out the league. Now what?
Now, when they start putting choke in the law book, a lot of us will go to jail. A whole lot of us will probably be locked.
We don't deal with women beaters, son. Get out the league. Get yourself together. Grow up.
One of the worst things you could be is a woman abuser.
Man,
baby Ike.
Right.
Him and Miles Bridges gonna be on the same part district team.
What?
Come on, man.
District, man.
They're gonna be on the big three together.
They're gonna be right.
Only person that'll get a pass for choking is Will Smith. Carry on.
Come on, man.
Everybody else going to jail. For Will to get a pass.
Man, did y'all see that photo?
He will get a pass right about now. Would nobody be mad?
With her in the car with Pac and Suge.
Yeah, I saw that.
And her hair was peeping up out the window. Dude, that was classic. Classic.
The internet is undefeated still.
Undefeated,
baby.
Got a better record than Mayweather.
Damn, yeah, facts. They been lighting her up.
Man, lighting her up. But
hey, the one with the fake tweet with OJ like, "Hey, Will, give me a call." That's wild. To say that.
Come on, man.
That's so
Come
wild.
on, man.
Are they still messing
That's
with
really
those,
not funny, man.
Why they messing with Orenthal, man? It was
Man,
I know
listen.
it wasn't it was classless, but it was hilarious.
Oh, it was classless. But like you said,
Orenthal, baby, Orenthal. He's still in the news.
I kiki and ha ha at that one.
Right, don't kill her, just
All right, let's get into a little NFL, baby. NFL, Smoker Ash. Eagles signed Julio Jones to a 1-year deal. KDL, you smoking that or ashing that?
I'm gonna ask that with my biggest ass trait. What are the Eagles thinking, man? Don't you already got you got Brown, you got what's dude from
Smith,
Alabama?
Devontae.
Why do you need him? For what? He gonna get out there and give you 2 games, if that, and all of a sudden it's gonna be another toe. We already know how this ends, bro. And if you Julio, let it go, man. Like, let it go. Hopefully you saved your bread. Let it go, bro. Let it go. Like, I don't know what the Eagles think. But you know the Eagles did that last year. Stop picking up people.
Well, they supposedly in talks for Surtain from Denver, that corner.
Now I'll take a defensive dude before I take another offensive dude.
Yeah, they in talks to
that would be big.
Denver right now.
Denver letting them ride, baby.
DY Smoker Ash. A-Rod will return this year from his Achilles injury.
I'm gonna smoke that. I definitely believe I'm gonna come back. Good as good as or if not better than before. I don't think those injuries ain't what they used to be, man, and how they used to take cats out. Used to talk about those injuries used to be defined as career threatening. Not anymore. You know what I'm saying? Today's technology, most cats coming back new and improved, better than before, so on and so forth. So it's gonna take a little bit of time to get back to that level, but I ain't worried about it at all.
They better sit his 40-year-old ass down.
He'll be a fool to come back this year.
Sit his ass down. Hell no. I mean, if he was young, I get that, but sit his ass down.
So now he Adrian Peterson.
He can't be AP.
Sit down. Stop. I get it. You're trying to motivate your team. And after these next 2 games, the Jets going to be out of it anyway. Unless they I got a Negro Dominance thing. I think Kirk Cousins is going to end up over there.
Ooh.
Kirk, expiring deal. Let him just, see if he can salvage this season. Make Aaron Rodgers just sit down. They clearly don't want Zach Wilson in there.
Clearly.
And Minnesota like they're ready to clean house.
So you don't think if we get to December and they behind in the East by a game and a half and marching towards the wild card, and he's ready. He feel good. Doctors say he ready to go. You healed up. Therapy's going well. You don't think he's gonna come back?
But what? He ain't gonna be able to move.
Yeah, and that line still is that line.
Right.
Like,
He still got that offensive line.
You gonna put a recovering ACL, 40-year-old dude recovering ACL behind that line?
That line.
So you're gonna put him back in the lineup in December, and the man had an ACL in September.
Okay,
Achilles.
Achilles. I'm sorry. In September.
If the doctor
really
he okay, and he feel like he okay.
But his mobility is going to be limited.
Right, he ain't going to be able to move.
Too limited, man.
Well, guess what? They're going to try it. They're going to try it.
They're going to trade for Kirk Cousins and try to salvage this season. That's all they can do.
Now, that's a strong Negro Dominance, man. And this is the first time in history. This is 2 for October. October is your month, man. I agree with you twice.
Yeah, I like how you say that every week. But go ahead. I'm once a month every week. Your math.
I'm gonna give you this one is for you, Lefty. Smoker Ash got over 1,600 yards, 11 TDs, 3 interceptions. They 5-1. He got a 73% QBR. What? Is Jared Goff in the running for MVP?
Yes. Yes. And I know I have talked crazy about Jared Goff for the last 3 years on this
You
show.
called him Noodle. Noodle Arm.
No, that was Phillip Rivers. I ain't gonna say noodle
Oh,
arm.
you're right.
I just said he'll overthrow a screen by 10 yards. And he used to do that. But I think he's finally
What's
gotten
up,
into that.
Linnell?
Like he's more than a game manager. He makes plays when needed. I'm still not gonna put him in the upper echelon of quarterbacks, but he's not making mistakes. So you gotta give him his prop. Detroit clearly one of the best teams in the NFL. That is so weird to say. But it is what it is. So yeah, he an MVP running. I smoked that. Yeah, definitely.
As of today, he's in the MVP running.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta smoke that. He not hurting his team.
All right. This last smoke of ash is for all of y'all. I don't know if you caught the Edge podcast, Micah Parsons, but he wants social media, all the sports broadcasts have the same energy they have for the other teams. There's a whole bunch of bashing when it's Dak, but have that same energy when the Eagles ain't showing up. Y'all smoking with what he's saying, or y'all ashing it? KDL.
I'm smoking. He's right. Now, Dallas brings this on themselves for all the hype. But
Well, that's Jerry.
they had a show on. They was talking about Dak and the Cowboys yesterday. And the Cowboys are on a bye this week. So the media hypes them up, win or lose. And I agree. If Philly is all that and Philly goes and loses, why y'all ain't talking? He's protecting his quarterback is what he's doing. But why y'all ain't talking about Philly losing like y'all talk about us? I agree with him on that, so I am smoking that. However, Dallas brings this on themselves. It's Jerry Jones' fault.
Jerry Jones.
Yes. You always got your team in everybody's mouth. So people love to see them lose. Again, why are we talking about the Cowboys when they're on a bye this week? Why are we talking about that? And they're on a bye. But they got to do with the hype train, though.
I mean, every league has that team though. Like I think it's the Lakers in the NBA, probably the Yankees in Major League Baseball, and it's Dallas NFL. I mean, it just is what it is. You're gonna get critiqued a lot harder in media because the Cowboys are way past local media. They national media. You know what I mean? They're just national media. We watch, the first takes and all the undisputeds and all that. The Cowboys are just talked about, and it's been like that. It was like that when Romo was there. It's not nothing personal against Dak.
Like that when we was kids.
It was right. It was
No.
Dallas has always been a hype train.
No.
Every year they've been a hype train.
People going on Dak way more than they did Romo. It's a lot more personal with some people with Dak than it is Romo.
Romo was known for not winning the big games.
Yes.
He was known for not winning the big game. And Dak does turn the ball over. Let's call it what it is.
But a lot of people go in on Dak way more than they do Romo. I'm not saying they didn't on Romo.
Right.
But a lot of people going on Dak on any, and it's because Dak got his money, man. That's what it is.
And he deserved to get that money.
Yeah, he did. So everybody need to get over it. It was the market at the time, and Jerry waited too long to give him his contract, so he got more than he would have got the previous year. People are still mad at Dak for getting that contract. That's what it is. Let's call it what it is. If we're gonna really call it what it is, people are mad at Dak because he got his money, and it's all Dak. Dak this, Dak that. Never mind that they wide receivers can't get open. Never mind that they can't score in the red zone because of a bullshit offense. We ain't gonna talk about that. It's all Dak. It's Dak. Why are we talking about Dak again when the man on the bye? Why is it a segment on Dak?
Shep, black players always.
So I'm telling y'all, man, it's Dak.
I'll give you that. But what do we always say about quarterbacks? They either get too much credit or too much blame. Every quarterback. Like come on now. That comes with the $40 million a year. That's the position. It's a high.
But he ain't the only one making $40 million.
I know, but it's a high profile position, regardless of what. And you're on a team that the spotlight, like the Dallas Cowboys. You're the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. This shouldn't be surprising. If you're
You
turning the
don't think it's
ball
a little
over,
extra on Dak though?
no, I don't. I think if it
I
was
do.
a white quarterback, it'd be the same thing. If he's not getting it done, Dallas is just such a high profile team. Unfortunately, Dak has reached his peak.
Bro,
And
it's half-hour segments on Dak every
I
single
get it.
week.
It's always over coverage on.
Come on, man.
Coverage always overblown on the Cowboys, though. You know that.
Well, it's a lot of give and take on that. A lot of key points y'all made.
I'm with you, Michael Parsons.
Dak has put some of this stuff on himself, and from his play, his brother that was in. I'm glad he's quiet this year. You know, so we will see how this turns. And you know what? I got one more smoker ash for y'all. Will Tyreek Hill get over 3,000 yards? He got 1,000 after 6 games. Will he get over 3,000 yards this one? So, DY, you shaking your head no. Talk about it.
Can't stay healthy enough. Can't stay healthy enough to play all those games. He play at a high rate of speed. He's a contact player. And it's just the precedent already been set. He ain't played no 17-game season. So that'd be the only way I could see him getting 3,000 if he stayed healthy and played every game.
Left.
If anybody can do it, I think it's him, because I have him as probably one of the most unguardable receivers of all time. Like, you just can't. It's no defense you can put together that can counter this.
You putting him up there with Rice?
It's hard to counter his speed, his route running ability, his hands. It's a combination, man. It's like, I don't care what type of defense, zone, man. Like, how do you put a guy over the top? These defensive coordinators got to be planning for the dude. Come on now, you just can't stop him. But I'm with DY on the health to be a big issue. But I don't know, as long as, and if Tua can stay on the field, him and Tua got a good rapport. So
Tua been making it so far, though.
If anybody can do it, it's Tyreek. I think I'll say that he'll come close, but I don't think he'll.
Well, I hope Tua is really taking care of his line, because his line has been doing wonders for him this year. Oh my God!
Don't let him get touched.
Couple of the games,
Cody Whitehead.
Couple games, he ain't even have to wash his jersey.
Yeah.
But
at some point he gonna get hit. It's football. You're gonna get hit.
Yeah, I agree with that. At some point.
And that one, whoever that lineman that let him through, you getting that work in the locker room.
Football, man. So never
work.
But I don't see him getting 3,000 yards, though. I don't. So you telling me he finna get another 2,000 yards for the rest of the year? 2,000 yards? Nah.
Like Shep said, if you drop a safety, he beat you on a cross. Like, speed kills in the NFL. It was the fastest.
I mean, it's a different game now. I agree.
This dude is, man.
Well, they call him the cheetah for a reason.
Yeah. Right.
His yards after the catch is amazing, though.
I would have loved.
That's what he does. Now you talking.
Him and Darryl Green go at it. The Redskins back in the day, when they were the Redskins. Him and Darryl Green.
He gets that yak, baby.
Woo.
Yeah.
Him and Dion, him and some of them corners like that. That'd have been great matchups.
If I was his marketing department, I would straight get him hooked up with some type of cognac. Mr. Yak. Yards after the carry. The Yak man.
I'll let your man say.
The only way you stop him is hit Tua, so he don't get the ball out of his hands. But if that ball go up, man, this dude is gonna get it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I don't know if we was gonna talk about this, but Philly can get to the quarterback. Yeah, I want to see this tomorrow night. Philly can get to the quarterback.
Yeah, that's
so your boy from Georgia. Hey man, they could get to the quarterback.
Graham Carter, that
Yeah. So I
front
want
four
to
is
see this.
Yeah,
gonna be something.
that right there. They got Philly by 2.5. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Um, roll to the well before we get to the coach of the year right now for you guys. NFL through week 6. Dan Campbell. I mean, they picked up what they left off last year and have got look like they even better. You know, Mike McDaniel, you can't knock him and his
Right.
analytics right now. I mean, golly, the offense is just ridiculous. You cannot not mention Andy Reid because he got no wide receivers and they still 5-1. Uh, Nick Sirianni. I mean, they lost a ton of players that chased that money after going to the Super Bowl. But they still 5-1. And then I even threw out Todd Bowles because nobody thought the Baker effect was real, and they 3-2. I mean,
What do you
come
mean?
on.
You said nobody?
All right, all right, okay, tribal. Okay, chef. I'll give you that one. You was Negro Damas on that. I give you that one. You know, hands down. You right. So, who you think can get Coach of the Year just right now through week 6? Chef, go ahead.
Right now, I look at it like who's done more with less. Not saying that the best record in the league is going to prevail, but what coach out there who has really done a lot more with less this year? I don't think it's Dan Campbell. I think the Lions were expected to be good. They were expected to win the division. They actually got the best team on paper. Um, if you look at the East and the West, um, it's really hard to choose a front runner or a favorite. I like Miami's coach, but um, they haven't played their toughest opponents yet. So we'll see how good of a coach he is when it gets to that point.
Oh,
So so
let me
my pick,
throw in. I'm sorry, DY. Let me throw in Doug Peterson. They 5-2. They fought,
mm,
they on the 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Jacksonville. Yeah.
So let me.
and
That's
that,
an honorable mention out there.
and that might be the preseason pick. You know, I think Peterson's done a hell of a job. Even though that team is it's a good young team, but
Yeah.
he's continued to do a hell of a job there.
Who you going with, DY?
I said Peterson.
Oh, okay. All right. Lefty.
Dan Campbell, just because I this other little thing like the history of Detroit, like it looks like he's changed the culture of that
Everybody
organization.
thought he was crazy too in his
Yeah,
first season.
and he, he got like a 6-year deal, didn't he? When he came in, people were like, "Who is this cat?" But to turn this organization around to winning ways the way he has, that's gonna that's gonna hold a lot of weight. That's gonna definitely hold a lot of weight. He's those guys play for him, man. They play hard, and we keep what do we keep saying? Detroit gonna Detroit, Detroit gonna Detroit. Well, they ain't Detroited yet, and
Facts.
I don't see them doing it. So I'm gonna go with Dan Campbell, man. It's the Lions, just the history of the team.
KDL.
I'm a lefty. I'm gonna go with Detroit. I'm gonna go with Dan Campbell. Hell, they ain't supposed to be there. I don't know damn coach of the year, nothing like that. You're not shocked that the Chiefs they got their record. Philly got their record. You ain't really shocked with Jacksonville. I'm not saying you're shocked with Detroit, but you ain't. Hey man, yeah, you ain't
Yeah,
expect this.
you ain't see
You thought
five
you
and
thought
one.
they were gonna win the North, but you didn't think they were gonna be one of the top teams in the league. I had them winning the North. Period. I didn't have them like top team. They balling, bro. So today, Dan Kim all day long. Philly ain't Philly, like I say, Philly, KC, and Jacksonville ain't shocking you. Tampa may be, but
Right.
Dan Kim.
Right. Now, I gotta, Doug Peterson. Okay, he'll if they continue to play, he'll be in the top three voting. Dan Campbell, top three of the voting. Mike McDaniel. The only reason that I got him in that top three right now is because, yes, on paper that team is lovely. But what he has done with that offensive line to protect Tua has just been amazing. It's just been amazing. Now, knock on wood that they can continue that to the end of the season, to the playoffs. But man, I don't know the talks that he had with them or whatever, the sidebar deals, if y'all protect him, you going to get this or that. I don't know. But
It's his
whatever
coaching.
the discussion was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, question.
But
Is Miami really shocking you?
until Miami overtake Buffalo, though, I get it. They were expected to be good,
Yeah.
but the way Buffalo put hands on them, I don't know. It just,
And the
just
way,
like I said, and then even you had
and
Gandy
they didn't play them
Campbell,
in the cold.
right? Shep, same thing. Detroit's willing to take time to build their team piece by piece, learn by watching Green Bay. I mean, it's like I don't know. I just think that culture in Detroit, Miami was expected to be good. I'm with Kevo. Detroit was going to take the North, but not 5-1. Take the North, like
Right.
Detroit may run off a 13-4 season, especially they still ain't really played in the division yet. A couple they only played Green Bay, right? That one game.
Yeah, the divisions really ain't started yet.
You got about 5 wins chalked up right there. 2 against the Bears, 2 against the Vikings, 1 more against Green Bay. Shit. That's 5 on top of the 5 they already got. That's 10-1.
And put them at 10 right there.
Yeah, right there.
Easily.
Huh?
Easily. All right, man. We got a little over 15 minutes left. So let's get into the week 7 pick'ems. KDL, I'm giving you the Raiders versus Bears. You got the Raiders coming to town, 3-point favorites. No Fields. You got the D2 player that everybody been clamoring for in these Bears sports groups that I'm in. And I mean they hollering big time, talking about he's gonna be the starter for the future. Who you going with?
I wouldn't say all that, but I got the Raiders because my fantasy guy who ain't been giving me shit, Devontae Adams, has been chirping. I think he gets the ball this week. Whoever this backup, now they even playing Hoyer or they playing that preseason.
It's Hoyer playing.
Hoyer starting? Okay.
It's Hoyer.
I thought they was going to start that dude that was balling in the preseason. Everybody was on his job.
No, he got
okay, they going with the vet.
He got in there and stunk it up. It's Hoyer.
Well, Hoyer going to give y'all a couple. But I got the Raiders. I just think they're going to force feed Devontae Adams the ball this week. If they do that, the Raiders win. And Crosby coming after your offensive line, by the way. Bad boy.
Can we all get some of that game though, Ben? Can we all get a little bit of that?
Go ahead. What you got? Let's go.
Even though the Bears defense has been much better over the last couple of weeks, and the Raiders haven't scored 20 points in the game yet, which is kind of amazing, right?
Well, that's true.
Especially with Devontae Adams and what's the running back?
Come on, throw the man the ball.
And Jacobs, you got Jacobs and Devontae Adams alone. But I just think the Bears, especially with the injuries to the offensive line, Cody Whitehead forgot how to play center. I just think they're going. It's just if the Bears were healthy, right? If the Bears were healthy, because you remember Herbert's out. I think Roshan Johnson's out again. Donnell Wright's questionable. You go out Nate Davis, Braxton Jones still not back.
Right.
That's a lot to overcome, man. Even I think Bajan will do okay. Like he'll give you a couple of glimpses, but you got to go with the Raiders in this one.
Tell him it's a guy named Matt Crosby. Get familiar with him.
It's called Chip. Whatever side he on, go get him. Chip.
No, take him out. No Chip. Just take him out. If you got to
Man,
take a penalty, take the penalty because I don't need him back there hurting nobody.
Oh, he gonna get back there, bro.
Yeah, and if you betting, if you don't take the under, I got a bridge to sell you.
You gotta take the under.
You don't take the under in this one. I got some magic beans over here in my pocket.
Hey, Lefty, I'm giving you this game. And I purposely gave you this game and didn't give it to KDL 33. Commanders versus Giants.
Woo! Say this a chance Daniel Jones may play this week.
No, sir. No, sir.
Are you out? Did they officially rule him out? Because I read that he was.
He returned to practice.
Okay, so he's not. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna go with the Commanders. Just that defensive front against that Giants offensive line. What's y'all quarterback? The brother.
Tyrod, baby.
Yeah,
Tyrod.
Tyrod be running for his life all day, man. Get Washington.
Hey, what's his name? Chase gonna be like TT.
I told y'all every year, man. We always beat Washington. Do not be shocked. I'm just trying to tell y'all this every year. Y'all look at me like I'm crazy, but then it happens.
If Saquon go crazy,
he's back.
Yeah, but that line against
Washington,
I agree with that, but that ain't the same Washington defense either.
They messing with his head, bro. They messing with his head on these trade rumors and all that, man. Who knows what you gonna get out of him?
His ass getting traded. Watch.
Yeah, what it is. If they lose tomorrow, and go 1-6,
yeah.
You bet. I've been protecting you, Saquon, for years, bro. But bye, man.
It makes sense
because he ain't coming back. He's not coming back anyway. And if they can get something for him, they're gonna do it. Like if they lose tomorrow 1-6, they're gonna do it. I'm just telling you, they're gonna do it.
That's a McCaffrey type deal. And if it's Baltimore like the rumor is, it's gonna be tough.
Well, speaking of the Ravens, DY Lions versus Ravens. They got Baltimore by 3. Coming in as an underdog.
Is the Ravens at home?
I think
so.
Yeah.
I think Baltimore at the crib.
Yes, they are.
And the Ravens probably playing the dog at home too. I'm gonna go with the Ravens, man, for the upset. They always play very good at the crib. The team is seemingly getting better week by week. They try to
say shit.
Well, they've had a couple string together a couple decent games the last 2 games, so they starting to kind of come around. They kind of letting Lamar get back to some of the things he used to do, as far as running the ball and everything. So I'm gonna pick the Ravens on this.
Yeah, Chef Barkley to Baltimore. That's a heavy rumor right now. That's real heavy.
Yeah. KDL. I know you got your KC well on the day. Chargers versus Chiefs.
Is that like a pick'em?
Only reason
I'm taking the Chiefs. I never trust the Chargers.
They ain't got no receivers, man. And if Khalil Mack have a game like he did the other day, it could be trouble.
Mahomes will get out of there, dog. I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm not gonna say they're necessarily gonna blow them because the Chargers can score. But do you really trust the Chargers to go in there and beat the Chiefs?
Paul.
I mean, let's ask ourselves.
Thank you, Left.
And Paul.
So I got the Chiefs.
Hey, say it louder, because I need him to hear this. Because he went in when we was in the shop.
Said they gonna blow him.
Right.
Watch your words. Add something to it. Add something to that. Blow them out. Put them out behind it. Don't just
blow them out as far as the scoreboard, man.
As
far as the scoreboard.
That same energy, KDL.
What if somebody would have just tuned in? They'd be like, what type of show is this?
Right.
You say that.
I mean, blow them out on the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen.
And then you're gonna be having some rimmers later on.
Right.
And we wearing pink today. We got to be careful what we say, man.
Right. They like, what's up with KDL? All right. I'm gonna give this one to all y'all. Dolphins versus Eagles.
Ooh.
Is the Fins gonna level up? They in Philly now. They going.
The only reason I took Philly because they in Philly.
Hostile environment.
LES.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Philly. That front That front could cause some disruption. That front could cause some disruption.
Well,
Only reason I went with Philly because they're at home. Now, I'm gonna tell you another thing Philly does. Philly ain't gonna let Tyreek just take off and run. They're gonna bump like Slay, them type cats, gonna bump him at the line, throw off his little rhythm or whatever. They ain't gonna just let the man just run by him. Like, come on, man. Like you.
but if he in motion, which they do, they keep him in motion.
Yeah, they keep him
And then
moving.
they hike him. When they hike that ball, he in motion. It's hard to backpedal and catch that dude.
It's
That's
hard to catch him,
difficult.
period. But
The Chase Claypool game, baby.
does he make his debut, baby?
He's supposed to play. Chase
Yeah, he
Claypool,
is supposed to
baby.
play. He's supposed to play. So they going
Now, if
into
you get
a
in that
hostile
catching balls, y'all gonna be like, "Why you do that in Chicago?"
In fact,
No, we not.
we not.
No, we not.
We not. Good riddance. DY, who you say you going with
For which game?
this game?
Oh, the
Dolphins,
Eagles. Yeah, I think the Eagles.
Eagles. Okay.
yeah,
This could be a track meet. This could be a track meet.
maybe.
Well, that is true. You overplay Hill, Waddle gonna eat.
And
And I hope that happens because he's another one of my fantasy dudes.
and the way that and Miami still hasn't, like, to me, they still haven't beaten a top tier team. No, they went up against Buffalo. Everybody just knew they were going to win that game. They struggled
That's
with
why I say that's a level up game for them.
yeah, and they struggled with, who was that? With New England. They struggled with New England.
But you called
So
it though.
like
Until they get past Buffalo, we don't know how good Miami. Like you got to get past Buffalo.
Yeah, they can put up 70
To
against
wear the
Denver,
crown,
but
you
that's
got to
them.
beat the big dog in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dolphins versus Eagles. All right. 49ers versus the Vikings. Is this going to be a trap game for the 49ers going up to Minnesota because they banged up? Debo banged up. Caffrey banged up.
I think the 49ers are still better than them. I mean, still better than Minnesota. If Debo then don't play. Now it's gonna be messed up if Debo and McCaffrey don't play. But then they ain't got no firepower either. Jefferson ain't playing.
Right.
Right. He gone.
So
He
I don't
gone.
know. I just think the 49ers are a better team, man.
And Purdy doesn't hurt you. Like he protects the ball, that's key. And we know Minnesota gonna give it up a few times. And I don't mean to prostitute on Saturday night. Minnesota gonna turn the ball.
Cousins will give him one.
They're gonna get one or two, especially when the pressure's on. Both and those guys gonna get on them. They give it up.
Yeah, you know what I ain't seen. Last year they had the Viking chain on the plane, and I ain't seen none of that this year.
Not this
none
year.
of that.
Hell no.
No.
I ain't seen none of that.
This year.
He gonna take that chain to New York. This will be his last game in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Right.
And the trade deadline next week.
Yep.
End of the month, right? 31st, something like that.
No, it's
something like that.
Yeah, it's
end of the month.
It's next week. I don't remember the actual date, but I know it's next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we may be talking bye-bye Saquon. Hey, Kev, what you gonna do with your jersey?
Well, it's a throwback now. Look, man, I ain't even, I used to fight for Saquon, dog. I thought we had something going last year into this year, and then it just turned back into the Giants, man. So at this point, let him ride. He wasn't coming back next year anyway.
Right.
So if they trying to trade him now, it is what it is. Like I'm here with it.
It's actually a smart move, man. That's
I'm
nothing.
here with it.
It's nothing against Saquon.
It ain't personal.
The Giants may be getting ready to tank so they can move on from Daniel Jones, and
they might.
They
might.
Yeah, it would make sense.
If they lose tomorrow, bro, and they go 1-6,
yeah,
they might be like, you know what? Bye-bye Saquon. Get rid of some of these overpriced defensive cats. Like, hey man, it is what it is. Like I'm here with it.
Dable inherited Daniel Jones. This will be his chance.
That ain't his guy.
Pick his guy.
No, he didn't inherit it. He co-signed for him.
Well, of
It's
course, you
different.
come in there, you ain't gonna shit on.
But they didn't have no other damn choice.
Right.
That's why I was telling y'all they had to sign him. Now they should have tagged him instead of giving him a contract. I agree with that. But he was never going nowhere. They didn't have no option. They just did it wrong. They should have tagged him, made him prove himself, and then give him a lot. They just did it wrong. But he was never going nowhere.
Why would you say they had no options? Garoppolo was out there.
No. Derek Carr was out there. Remember that?
Yeah, Con Garoppolo was out there.
So they was going. So you want them to pay money to another quarterback, and they had Saquon sitting there that needed to get paid. They shored up the defense, who sucks, but they overpaid them. Like they was going to spread their money. They wasn't going to go out and get another quarterback, dog. So that, to me, he was never going nowhere. To me, again, they just did it wrong. They should have tagged him.
All right,
and
last
paid
question
Saquon.
for y'all. Last question for y'all. Road to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is Sunday, February 11th, 2024. As of week 6, who you putting in the Super Bowl? KDL.
Oh man, it's too early, man.
We Negro Domison in, baby. You know how we do.
Early, dog.
So you got the Dolphins, 49ers, Eagles, Bills, Lions, Chiefs. Who you put in the Super Bowl? And you a
If
betting
I had
man,
to
so
go
let's
for
go.
week 6, I'm taking 49ers in the NFC. And the AFC, I don't think the Chiefs gonna make it this year, man. I really don't. I had my pick with Cincinnati at the beginning of the year, but see how that's going. I want to say week 6. We could, it's fluid, right? It's fluid.
Right, it's gonna change.
San Francisco and Buffalo.
Ooh,
That was my
lefty.
pick. That was my pick. San Fran, Buffalo. But
That's fluid though.
Buffalo always let me down though. But
right.
Buffalo looking good.
I really feel like it is Buffalo's year. Gotta watch out for Miami though in their division, but I really feel like it is Buffalo's year. As far as the NFC is concerned, you really could kind of flip a coin at this point in defining who's the best team. San Francisco, you may say heads will have heels, stay the best. But again, that's a team that for whatever reason, the greatest athletes in the world, they cannot stay healthy. Same thing happened with them in the playoffs. It's like, okay, I'm gonna vouch for this team. They get to the playoffs and they missing McCaffrey. They're not gonna win. They missing Debo. They not gonna win. They need all of those moving parts working at 115% in order for them to win. So I'm gonna go out on a whim, and I'm gonna say Buffalo versus. Give me Dallas.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On that note,
Well,
usually I do a pardon shots and all, but
I wish I had my
time.
Stephen A. picture for that.
Lefty, I'm gonna let you take us out, man. Tell us what's going on tonight, baby. This is our outro today.
Tonight, man, is Support of Breast Cancer Awareness, our annual Pink Smoke event at Nolo Cigar Lounge, 9932 South Torrance Avenue. Come on out from 6 to 12, man. It's gonna be always a great time in support of breast cancer awareness. We all got either family members or friends or even people within the cigar community that's dealing with this disease. So it's definitely it's in great support. All proceeds go to breast cancer awareness. All proceeds. We had a great turnout last year. Looking forward to a big turnout this year.
All right, fellas. As I always say, where there's smoke,
There's
the fellas.
Peace.